Well, we didn't end up getting any rain, but we got a lot of wind last night. It's in the 40s this morning. You can definitely feel it's cooler. And everybody in the backyard is where they're supposed to be, which I really super duper appreciate. Hey, Stripey.
So, if I need to go somewhere, can I drive Jules?
Yeah, I had to take my van yesterday. Well, he's trading back and forth between the van and the GMC. If he's yeah, I think so. Just don't turn on the beta.
Yes, ma'am.
Until we understand the full implications of letting you try it versus me.
Yeah, I totally understand. I'm very glad not to turn on the beta. I don't know that my coral nerves could take it.
Morris is looking good this morning, that little boo-boo near his head. He's eating and acting normal, so I don't think he's got a fever or, you know, it seems to not have gotten worse. You know, he got in a fight a couple days ago and he had a boo-boo up under his ear and,
aww.
Yeah, poor guy.
Boys will be boys.
I know, God. Thank you for cleaning up Ruby, keeping her looking good. Tux, what are you doing on the front porch? I just left you in the backyard a minute ago. Panther and Gray are here, and I'm going to go water the tree at the bottom of the steps, so hopefully he'll just walk away on his own with no fuss. All right, it's off to school we go. Don said he did the wheels and everything this morning. He said the only thing he didn't do was the glass. Oh. Good morning, Ruby. But I really love clean glass. Well, it's 7:16 a.m. and Ruby just went to daylight mode. It's moving earlier and earlier a little bit each day. We have some clouds this morning and, well, not a lot of sky color, at least not yet. Ruby says it's 45 out there. It was a uneventful ride in this morning. I was able to be on autopilot for a good part of it. Traffic was mostly behaving, so all of that's good. Unfortunately, the Truist building is green at night for Christmas, and the PNC spire is lit up, but we're arriving into downtown just a little bit too late, and the lights have turned off. They probably turned off at 7. I wish they would leave them on till 7:30. Wow, the car in front of us this morning, bunch of girls from the Women's Leadership Academy got out and they had dozens of Dunkin' Donuts, and Johnny said, yeah, they just bring in donuts for everybody sometimes. So I think he's getting a donut this morning. Ah, to be young. I got out and stretched and it's cold out there this morning. Well, certainly colder than it was yesterday morning. So today's going to be pretty busy. Get home and walk with Dawn, get changed and off to the chiropractor really quick. Enjoy walking around Guardian Angel Apex, chat with Michelle while I'm there, of course, about whatever they have. Over to Whole Foods to pick up a few things, probably Chinese for Johnny next to Guardian Angel. And then Taekwondo tonight and dinner stuff, so it's going to be fairly busy. Although yesterday's first FSD beta drive was pretty much of an adrenaline rush, I just wanted to say that I am looking forward to getting in the car and driving again, checking out a different route, maybe the same route a little further. Super excited to be in the program now and helping to advance this technology. I know before Model 3 came out, I'm sure Ruby was helping to collect a good amount of data. I don't know how much they collected off X and S after the 3 came out and then the Y, but you know, I know when the beta program started, probably they were collecting a little less data from the fleet versus the FSD beta folks, but you know, always sort of been proud to be helping to build this technology. I've said before, but it's worth mentioning again that, you know, I'm not in any particular rush about it, but I would like for it to be ready before there might come a time in my life where I really need the car to drive me places in order, like to go to Guardian Angel or Walmart or something like that, when that would, you know, would be much older and it would be truly safer if the car was able to do that for me. For me personally, and Donna said it too, that's one of the reasons why we're so invested in trying to help build the technology. And you know, it takes as long as it takes. Would I love it if we were farther along? Of course. Am I upset that it's still a work in progress? Absolutely not. So yeah, I'm excited to go out again. And yeah, yesterday was video I was editing up last night around 2 a.m. finishing it up, and I had taken a long nap while the files were getting where they needed to be. That's what happens a lot of nights now. I didn't get to watch any TV last night because I was, after dinner I fell asleep. But yeah, it was funny with the tap 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 and Don trying to tell me and not really realizing, you know, I mean, he knew we were going to use the dual dash cam and Jules, which points both front, it builds a file that is forward facing and cabin facing at the same time. So I don't have the ability to split that up. I mean, I could get rid of half of it by dragging it up or dragging it down in the video timeline, but it's built together. There's no separate file there. And Don knew, I mean, that's actually makes the editing a little easier for me, that you know, we were going to use that, but you don't remember that every second of while you're driving. And I know he was trying to be helpful, and obviously eventually I got the message he was trying to be helpful with. I thought that was pretty funny. As I rewatched it, I really didn't think a couple of the things the car did that you could really tell too great from the video, possibly partly because you couldn't see the top of the steering. You couldn't see my hands on the steering wheel, so I might try to adjust it down a little lower for next time. I definitely think, just to make things easier on Dawn, I need to mount a camera of some sort, either the GoPro or this vlogging camera, at the big screen instead of asking Dawn to hold it. But you know, it's a work in progress. Now that we have something worth filming, you know, I think everyone that started out doing these kind of filming had to think a little bit about, you know, camera positions and which camera and where the best way to build the screen and stuff. And so I'll give it some thought so that we can get more information, a better view as we move along. If not for the very next drive, you know, I'll work on that over the weekend some and see what we can do. It's actually harder in the X and a little easier in Jules with the horizontal screen. The screen in the X is sort of driver tilted a little bit and angled back, and it's just a little, you know, and it's the wrong vertical as far as putting in a video. It's a little more difficult sometimes to, because I've tried to film Ruby's screen a whole lot more than I've ever tried to film Jules's screen. So anyway, let me head on back to the house because I need to be earlier than later today so I can get out the door to the chiropractor. And yeah. Well, I'm missing the pretty fall leaf colors here on this curve. It looks so stunning just a few weeks ago. It looks mostly like winter now. The last remnants of fall barely hanging on at this point. I'm always looking for something to spice up the drive. Well, the renovation on that house is coming right along. The one closer to Mineral Springs is going a little slower, but they're in there working on it today. And I don't see them working every day, but I see them working quite frequently. Can't wait to see them finished. I haven't seen any deer on the property in days. A little surprised. Mainly I just would love to show them to you if they happen to be here. Doesn't mean they haven't been here, just means I haven't seen them. There's a little bit of water in the creek down there under all those leaves. Well, it's plenty chilly out here this morning. Brr. We completed our first run interval, and that's helping to warm us up, but still, it's a big difference between yesterday and today.
Yeah.
Don's getting ready for his conference call. Unfortunately, it's windy out here, and that affects the microphone quality. I just did a whole lap trying to help trying to help get us around to the other side away from the traffic before the call starts. Felt good. There he is. Feels good out here now that we're all sufficiently warmed up. I've had several really great deep breaths that felt all the way in and felt good. So yeah. The sidewalk going by the neighborhood, they're blowing over there with 2 gas-powered blowers right now. And first off, I got a big nose full of gas fumes that I didn't appreciate, and second off, it was too loud for Don to give me the stats for today, but I suspect they were pretty good because we were moving. It's 9:55. Our friends with the Model 3, they just showed up for their walk. All right, I'm slightly more on time to get to the chiropractor today at 11, so I should have a little more breathing room. We just drove Ruby this morning because of the garage door mostly, and saving a few minutes on Don getting his conference call and me, you know, getting out of here to the chiropractor. So Don has ordered new cables for the door, and he has a new idea about what the problem might be. Again, back to the very first thing he said with it being confused about where the door is. He had an old part from a friend's garage door opener, the same one as ours, and he was studying it, and he's got ideas now. And you know, if anybody can figure out what's wrong without just going out and buying a new one, it'll be Don. So we'll give him a little more time on that. Did I mention I had trouble with the internet last night after Don went to bed and I was trying to do the video? I ended up using my phone's hotspot. That's how bad it was. Don thinks, well, first off, Spectrum's been having trouble. So Spectrum, the regular internet, was just having trouble. Don thinks the 5G thing, though, might have had a schedule issue where it just decided to take the internet down because it was 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. or something. So he's going to look at that for me. But yeah, that was really fun last night. But you know, the thing of it is I was getting 50 megabytes on my phone, and that was better than Spectrum, and that was using the hotspot. Yeah, I need to call Spectrum tonight or tomorrow. It's ridiculous. Something is wrong again. All right, I'm done here at the chiropractor. I had a nice little cat nap, and I just had her do I need to de-stress from the holiday all over general relaxation today versus try to target the cyst or my knee or something. So that was enjoyable. So I'm headed over to Apex now. It's 11:37. I've got plenty of time to go to Apex and Whole Foods. Although I do want to leave myself just a little more time at Whole Foods today. Well, according to Ruby, I got 2 hours to get downtown from here. So, you know, 45 minutes to an hour here at Apex would be good. So it's 11:50. If I'm out of here by 12:50, that would probably leave me the cushion at Whole Foods that I need. Because it's, you know, it takes me 10 minutes to get from here to Whole Foods. Although that does put me closer to the school. First time with my snowman mask. I'm all festive today. Ruby's just behind me. There are 5 really nice new Hertz rental trucks here, just ready to deliver some holiday packages, and one more over here. It's always full in front of Guardian Angel. You know, if they had any spots down on the end that were ever open over there, I would park closer, but they don't. First, find some kitty cat earrings. So Michelle's kids are going to be the proud recipients of some comic books and some anime stuff. If I didn't have so many stamps already for $2.29, that would be a really good deal. I have no use for this, but how cute it is. Picnic storage. If I didn't already have a gravy boat, that would be a great addition. Wow, check out this wooden castle dollhouse, essentially. That is really nice. They have this storage box for Lego, but it doesn't have any Legos in it. Otherwise, I would get it. It's pretty cool, but it wouldn't stack unless, I don't know. Yeah, they do fit into each other. So if you had more than one, there wouldn't be a lot of room for Legos, though. I am having a great time, and looky, the Christmas section has expanded. Ooh, and Hallmark ornaments. Oh, here's a tuxedo kitty. Aww. Apparently I have missed out on collecting the mischievous kittens. It's only $3. That's good for Hallmark. Home is where the pets are. That's 10 little fingers and 10 little toes, the sweetest smiles, and a cute little nose. That little tree is $26.99, and it's pre-lit. I really think that's a good deal. I wish they had a little smaller and they had two. It's 1:12. I still have time to go to Whole Foods, but I don't have a lot of extra time. I really need to be out of here in about 20 minutes. That's going to be a little tough to pull off, but I think I can do it. Lots of really cute baked goods. Rum cake, stolen. I don't see our fruit cake from our place that's down the road from us, though. I didn't look at the clock, the time one time in there. I just got in, got what I needed, and got out. And it looks like I'm right where I need to be. Phew! That was fast, though, and I ran up the hill with the cart because I'm late. Just had a guy run the red light back there in front of me. He turned in front of me, not went straight through. And then up here, there's all this dust flying all over the place. Wow. As with most days, I'll be glad to get back off the road this afternoon. Don and I are eating dinner, and we're watching Zach and Jesse. Now you know, Tesla Time News, Elon leaks Cybertruck changes, but here they're talking about the Taycan and whistleblower reported battery issues, degradation of the batteries catching on fire, stuff like that. First off, I want to be clear that I'm not happy about this because we have a lot of people out there that are not technology enthusiasts, and they need some convincing in order to think that driving an electric car is something for them. And battery fires in the news is not conducive to a comfort level of going with an EV. So I am not happy about this. But I remember months ago, and Don remembers too, that when they were first talking about, oh, how fast it charges and deeper into the pack, and it charges faster than a Tesla Model S or a Model 3, or they were all excited about the charging, I said, but wait a minute. Tesla has millions of miles of battery charging and usage data. Millions of miles worth. Over 5 years worth. Tons. And they charge the way they charge with the battery management system and the charging profile for a reason. They charge that way for a reason. You don't think Tesla can't charge deeper into the pack if they wanted to change the profile, or, you know, they have done a few things with the supercharger now, upping the speed, but at a reasonable rate. I mean, I think they're doing that for a reason, and that's to protect the battery. So I was concerned that the desire to be able to say we can charge quicker, better, faster than Tesla was going to get them into trouble. And it looks like it's got them into trouble. Hopefully it won't get any worse, or they'll figure it out. But Zach and Jesse just had up a screen of the warranty things you have to do to keep your Taycan battery under warranty. And it was ludicrous stuff. Like if they told me I had to do that with Ruby, I would be like, what the heck? So, you know, Tesla's out there. We know we got the 85D Model S, and there's a dispute between owners and Tesla that's been settled in the U.S. but is ongoing appeals in Norway, where they reduce the charging speed to try to protect the battery and prevent fires or whatever, with that one particular battery configuration. So yeah, I get it, you got to be careful out there, but I don't know, this is not good news for EVs, and let's get some data before we try to push the limits with the battery charging, because we can't afford this bad press for EVs. But I'll just add that, you know, again, if I'm going to buy an EV, I'm buying a Tesla, because Tesla's got all the real world data, and they've made some mistakes and they've learned from them, and they're that far ahead of the competition, in my opinion. So the safer bet. I'm thinking they're the safer bet. All right, it's Taekwondo time. All right, there's my Ruby girl. Let's go find some cat food, because I need some, or I'm gonna have to try PetSmart tomorrow. Well, I guess there's gonna be a lot of kids without Hot Wheels in their stockings this year from Santa. That's what Walmart had, really cute too. Mine's bigger. Okay, so they had that one for 20. I had a good deal at $4, I feel sure of it. Oh wow, they actually restocked on some plastic bins. How can it be? I'm seriously not kidding. I need poultry platter or mixed grill, and I need it now. I got a couple days.